Hey, everyone. I'm Kendra,
And I'm Kayla.
and welcome to another episode of Hot Boy Stutter.
Yes, we are back for another episode. We made it.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Honestly, this podcast has been something that we've been able to really call our own in terms
hmm
of coming up with the episode concepts and things like that. So
Yeah,
I'm looking
making all the
forward to the future.
thumbnails, having a field day with all this equipment, and it's just been a mess, but we made it work.
Yeah,
So
we made it work.
so for today's episode, we are going to focus on minimal possible investment guys or short-term MPI guys.
Yep.
This is
MPI
a
guys, and
very
we all got a
important
few.
topic. Yep, I honestly love this topic because I've dealt with a lot of guys that are MPIs, but maybe we should just get into exactly what it is.
Yeah, so our favorite dating guru, Matthew Hussey, shout out to Matthew. He just always gets it right.
Yeah,
So we
he's
came
my
across
fave.
this
Every time
term.
I'm listening to his podcast,
Yeah,
I go, "Yep, this is me. This is me."
yeah, dead on. Even his Instagram posts and tweets, I'm just like, wow. I always send you send you his
Yep,
posts. It's so embarrassing,
and I
but
never take
it
his
all
his
applies.
advice still. So I think that's why I'm
Yeah, we
still in
don't take his
this
advice, which is
predicament.
sad. But basically, we heard the term MPI from him. So minimal possible
hmm
investment guy. That's the guy that will pop into your DM with maybe a cute little hello, cute little hi, or how you doing, or you look good in that photo. You know when you post a photo on Instagram and you start seeing that message?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the MPI guy, just letting you know they still exist, letting you know that they still have your attention.
Yep. And then they just disappear for 2 months, post another photo, maybe they'll respond, or maybe they'll just slide in and ask how you're doing, disappear for another month, pop back in.
Or
It's
a
just,
year. In
yeah,
my
or a
case,
year.
disappear for a year.
It's just the least amount of effort. They put in the least amount of effort, and you just swoon and jump at the chance when they send you a message or when they just entertain you or give you the time of day.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy because they put in such little effort, but you're just here still swooning, pining after them. That's the issue.
Yeah, so that's the MPI guy. They just literally have to do the least amount of work, but they still get your attention.
Yep.
So they don't put in any work, no investment, and that's the one you want to hear from, which is sad because the MPI guy that I have right now, if he were to message me, I would answer. Even though he
Yeah, which is
disappears and
sad.
reappears and doesn't really give me the time of day or the time of day that I want. And then there's people that actually do are interested in me. And if they message me because I don't feel that way about them, I'm just like, oh, why?
This is why they say good guys finish last and good girls finish last because look
Yeah,
at what
good
we're
girls do
saying.
finish
All
last.
these trash men or these MPI guys that talk to us, we're here still swooning, entertaining them. But then when
Oh
there's
my gosh,
actual
yeah. I
good
don't even know if I
guys,
refer to him as trash.
yeah, I wouldn't say he's trash. No, he's definitely not.
Because when you think
But
about it, for the minimal possible investment guys, it's our fault that
mm-hmm,
they've become an MPI guy to us
yeah,
because we're the ones who still give them the time of day. So we can't put everything on them.
yeah, I
They
know,
send a
and
message.
he's definitely not trash. But I just
Yeah.
mean like these are the guys that it's not gonna go anywhere
Hmm.
with, is what I
I
should
know, but
say.
I'm just saying in general, when you think about
Mm-hmm.
MPI guys, it's you partly have to take the blame too because you're the one that keeps entertaining them, right? They wouldn't
Yeah,
be an MPI for you if you just shut them out completely. So yeah, part
that's
of the
true.
blame is on us.
Yep.
Like we can't put everything
We're
on
and we're
them.
not I'm not breaking my cycle. Well, you know what? No, now going forward, I said I am. So I haven't been dealing with any in recent months, but
Yeah, I still haven't been able to let go of mine.
yeah, you're just
So
so
maybe,
hung up.
yeah, maybe we can get into my
Yeah.
story. I only have one really, but yeah. So honestly, it just breaks my heart every time I talk about this person and this situation because I really was hopeful, and I was really hopeful.
Yeah. And I just keep telling you, sweetie, I
It's
was
not
just telling you,
happening.
it's not happening. It's been years.
Yeah. So at this point,
Years.
guys, I met this person. What, maybe 6, 7 years ago, maybe 8. So it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have hope that one day he'll give you the time of day and at least I'll make it to the hangout phase. At least
Yeah, that's our
I'll make
issue.
it
That's
to the
something
hangout
else we
phase.
need to talk about. We never make it to the hangout phase, no matter how good the conversation is, how much we're talking. We never make it to that stage.
Yeah, people will just entertain me for like years in this case, like I said. And yeah, they won't even ask me to hang out or won't even take me for a freaking coffee. Like won't even do a FaceTime, won't even do anything like that. So it's just sad. But I can get into this story. So, like I said, so it's been a couple years now, but I met this person at work, like 8 years ago, and we were just strictly friends. It was just that, like, the vibe was never at the beginning was never, oh, like I'm interested in you or whatnot. We just worked together. We were friends. He was good looking, and we just connected on. I don't even. It sounds so weird when I say it, but we just connected on like a different level. Like, when you just meet someone and you're interested in the same things. Like, I don't know, we both went to
Yeah.
school for something similar. So yeah, the boxes were just checking. But I wasn't really thinking, oh, I want to date this person. It was more so like this person is just really cool. So
I would just say,
yeah.
but also he's that type of person that you just everyone is in the room is just staring, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, you said it, not me, but yeah, everyone he's that person where everyone in the room is just staring. So that's what she said. But yeah, so
That's what you think.
yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. But yeah, so we were friends, of course. And we used to just talk on social media. So Instagram, Facebook. To me, there's just something different about a Facebook message
No, I try
and
and
an Instagram
steer.
DM.
No, I try and steer clear from that. I want to move to the text.
I wonder if anyone else feels the same way. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. But I hate texting. I just can't keep up. But when I get a Facebook message or an Instagram DM, like, I don't know, I just love like continuing conversations on there. So with this person, obviously we did text and stuff like that, but our conversations mainly started on Facebook or Instagram. So we would just talk a few, not often, but like when we did talk, it was for a while. And basically one day, so this leads me to the story how I got stood up by him. So one day, I got ready, I posted a photo on Instagram. So I guess I look good because he texted me the photo that I posted on Instagram and then texted me the photo with heart eye emojis. And I
I
was like,
love when they send you the photo you post, like direct message
I
you
kid
it.
you
That's
not,
interesting.
when I saw the text message from him, because at this point, when he sent me this message, like sent me the photo that I posted, it's been like 2 years
Mm-hmm.
since we really spoke. And I should mention that we never hung out outside of work. So he actually ended up like quitting the place that we worked at together after like a few weeks. So it wasn't even like we actually worked together for a long time. We the time together was short. At least
Few
like
weeks,
there, like
Lord.
a few weeks, but then we still like continued like our friendship sometimes. Like it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like I don't even know if we were like friends. Like I don't even think he would consider friends. It's kind of like
I'm
we just talk.
confused.
I'm thinking it's a friendship and whatever. But yeah, so we never actually hung out outside of work. So I was amped when he sent me that photo of me and said like, I want to see you. I want to see you. So he sent me the photo with heart eye emojis and was like, you look so good. I want to see you. And me, I had work that day, but of course I'm not going to turn down like this guy that I've been waiting for to hear from or to hang out with for years. I'm not going to turn down his request to hang out. So I worked at the airport at that time and he said, oh, you know what? That's perfect. I live close to the airport. I'll pick you up after work. No problem. So I was amped. I went to
Mm-mm-mm.
Kayla and I said, oh my gosh, this is finally going to happen. So I show up at work that day. So I showed up at work that day, and
Embarrassing.
obviously I'm excited that I'm going to be hanging out with this person because it's been years. So I'm here blabbing my mouth to all my friends, like, "Oh, I'm finally going to hang out with this person. I'm finally going to hang out with this person." I brought my clothes. I was ready to change. I even went to my manager and asked her if I could finish early, and she said yes because I was an Angel employee. So
Yeah,
she had no
everyone loved
problem
us. We
letting
got
me leave
whatever
early.
because yeah, we were just so good.
I
Such
mean,
good
not everyone
employees.
loved us.
Yeah, no.
Oops. Yeah, not everyone loved us. So yeah, it was basically she let me finish work early. So I finished work and I texted him and I said, hey, I'm done work now. 10 minutes passed by, no response. 20 minutes passed by, no response. Basically, I waited an hour at the airport and he did not respond to my message. So I'm pissed off at this point.
Whew,
Obviously,
so
rightfully so. I
embarrassing. I
finished work
just
early.
can't.
So many things. I just finished blabbing my mouth to all my friends saying I'm hanging out with this person. I had to even make up some lie the next day because people were asking for a follow up. Obviously, like, how did the date go? And I was just like,
Oh, I
like,
remember I did that
I don't
too.
remember what story I came up with, but it was just so embarrassing. So he stood me up, and then I went home and didn't receive a message from him for at least a couple days, or maybe it was one day. I'm not sure how many days it was, but he did end up messaging me, and then the message just said, hey, what's up? Something like that. And I was just like, hey, what's up? What's up is that you stood me up at the airport. Like, obviously, I didn't say that. or maybe I did say that. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. But yeah, it's just sad. That really hurt me because he hung out with someone else who I was also friends with. He actually, I don't even know if they hung out, but she told me that they did hang out. And then here I am getting stood up by him. And the thing with him was he always used to say, "Oh, you're too young, you're too young, you're too young." And I was just like, okay, but at least you hung out with this girl and she was young. So I didn't really know what was wrong with me.
It's just an excuse.
Yeah,
That's what it
clearly just an
is.
excuse because he hung out with someone else who was younger than me. So, and it wasn't like he was like 50 years older than me. So I just didn't get that. But yeah, now I think about it, it was an excuse, probably just not to hang out with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did used to always say, "Oh, you're young, you're young." But yeah, he stood me up at the airport, and believe it or not, I still spoke to him after that.
Yeah. You still entertained him.
I
But,
still entertained him after
I
that.
can't even judge you because I did the same thing. But it's
And it's kind
just
of embarrassing, but
embarrassing.
like a couple weeks ago, I even still messaged him and I flat out said, "Okay, like I just want to let you know all I've ever wanted to be was friends." I just flat out said that.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I said
What?
a couple weeks ago. Oh my gosh! And at this point, it's like 8 years.
It
It's
was
so embarrassing. But
You just setting yourself up for disappointment, setting yourself up for
ugh,
failure.
but
I
it's
just
sad.
can't.
Yeah, I know. I honestly, I just felt compelled to do that. I don't know why, because I think at this point I'd rather be friends than nothing, just because we both are interested in the same things. It just chill vibes that I just got from him.
Interested in the
So
same things, okay. So that's what's holding you on to being the friends. Like,
yeah, like, he just seems like a cool person. You know me, and when I meet people that I feel like are really cool, like I do want to have some sort of relationship with them. Like we discussed this in episode
I'm
one.
sorry, I just can't.
It's not, guys. This is why I'm a hopeless romantic. It's embarrassing, but can you guys just see the trauma here?
This story is too much for me.
But yeah,
But I
that's it for
mean,
me.
yeah, the fact of the matter is though, he's not even letting you be a friend. He's not even opening that opportunity, which I just don't get. So I really just wish I could read guys' minds because I just don't understand. Don't want to date, don't want to be friends. Why not? It's not like you did something to him. So
Yeah, so I just want to
is he
know,
just scared of you? I
if you're
mean,
listening to this, you know who you are. If you're listening to this, please, I won't be offended. Just send me a message. Let me know what's wrong with me. Honestly,
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
down to take
so
the feedback.
I have a similar story. This guy has probably been about maybe the same amount of time, maybe 5 years too. But I met him on, I think, a dating app.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one because I was just on all of those back in the day. Like now I'm so over them, but
Are
this
you
is
still over
early
them?
stages.
We're
I'm
in
still
it's
over them, but I still go on them.
yeah, like it's
But
pandemic. People are
yeah, I just say I'm over it because I'm just meeting people. The
Mm.
people I talk to just it just never goes anywhere. So I'm just tired of it. But yeah, with him, yeah, a few years ago. So the conversation was good. I mean, let's start off with the fact that, he's easy on the eyes. Can't even deny that. He's that type of person that I would say everyone would want. Like if it was a high school, if you're talking about high school, it's just when you look at him, your jaw drops. I feel like that's
Oh
just it.
God.
He's so beautiful. So beautiful. But besides that,
Yeah, like
I mean, yeah, and then
I'm just wondering what's besides that.
and then he was 6'4". He had the height, he had the looks, he had the charm. I just want to call it a typical fuck boy. Like that's what they are. They have
Yeah,
the
he had the
charm.
charm.
They
Was there
know
anything
that
else going for him
they
besides the charm, the height?
they know that everyone wants them. No, I feel like we had a good conversation too, which is
Okay.
why I was even more attracted. I'm like, okay, he's a good looking guy, but besides that, it's not like we worked in the same job, but still kind of like business field. So he was in that industry. Then, obviously we work in PR and marketing. So we talked about that. We were talking about courses to take and things like that. But I feel like I don't remember when, but there's one point where I kind of knew, okay, I feel like he's not really ready for a relationship. He probably just wants a friends with benefits or he just wants to play around. I can't remember when I realized that, but in my head, I was just like, no, I could change it. I could change it. Cause that's how we are. We just think
Yeah.
we could change these men,
Capricorns.
but we can't. So I just kept saying, maybe that's what he wants, but I could change it. I could change it. I could change it. That's what I kept saying. Anyway, so after I want to say a few months of talking, he had texted me one day and he asked, "Oh, like what are you doing?" Whew, I get that text
Yeah, the
message.
text that you've been waiting for.
Yeah, that's the text I've been waiting for. I get that message automatically. I'm like, oh, finally he's gonna ask me on a date. It's been months. I want to say maybe it's even been a year of texting at this time. I can't even remember because it's so long
Yeah.
ago.
And it
But
wasn't consistent texting, was
no,
it?
it wasn't consistent. It would be like talk a bunch for maybe like 3 days, gone. Talk a bunch for a few days, gone. Talk a
Mm-hmm.
month, gone for a month, gone for 2 months. Like it was all over the place. But then again on Instagram, like, oh, you look good, sending me my photos and stuff like that. So annoying. But then I'm like, ooh, you know
Yeah, it
when
makes
you
me
want that
an
one person to see your photo and then like they respond to it or like it and you're like, whoo, yes, okay. So that was it.
Yeah.
That was him. But yeah, so he sends me this message asking what I'm doing. I'm amped because I think he's finally gonna ask me out. So I'm just
Mm.
like, oh, like doing nothing. I think I was saying I was like reading or something. So yeah, interesting.
Scholar.
Yeah, scholar. But then yeah, so he responded with after I was like, oh, doing nothing. This guy says, oh, I was thinking that we could have car sex.
Mm. Such a disappointment.
My
For
jaw
some, that wouldn't be a disappointment.
my
But
jaw dropped. I know. I guess to some it wouldn't be, but for me, I was like, oh, he's gonna plan a cute date. Like, I just want
oh
someone to,
God, effort.
yeah, I just want someone to put some effort in. Like, I don't ask for much, but if it's first date, come on. And plus, you're saying car. You think we should have car sex? I was like, man, he couldn't even like say like go to a hotel. Like, that's
Okay,
still
but that
bad.
would require money.
No, that's still bad. Like, I obviously that I wouldn't find that cute or anything. That's still disgusting to me.
Yeah.
But like you saying car, like that's what you think that is worth a first
Like,
date. Come on, like
yeah.
you can even say go to your house or something and chill, and then maybe something would happen. You had to say car. I just, I just don't get it. But again, with these good-looking guys, they feel like they could do and say whatever, and the girls are just gonna go for it. So I just responded to that. I was honestly like, oh, I really thought that you were going to ask me out. I said something along the lines of basically, I thought he was going to ask me out. And
Mm.
your good sis got left on red.
Mm. Ooh, honestly, it's the worst when you get left on red. I think
Yeah.
a
And I
prime.
was left on red for months.
Oh,
And I'm like, just for
wow.
saying that, I just thought you were going to ask me out. You're just going to leave me on red. But that's because obviously he knew that I didn't want to do what.
Yeah, so he's just like, okay, on to the
Yeah,
next at that point.
basically. But
Yikes.
I still entertained him afterwards many, many, many times. He stood me up after that.
And you
It's
also,
just
yeah, get into the stood up story because we both got stood up.
yeah. So okay, so this is mind you, this has been maybe like 4 years now, 3 years into me knowing him. I can't remember, but again, like Kendra, I didn't really meet him. I would say unlike you because you worked with the guy, but for me it was just online, right? So I met him by chance when both of us were downtown Toronto. Literally saw him just walk past me, and I was like, "Oh my god, is that so and so?" I was like, this is fate. How do I just bump into you in the middle of downtown? Like, I don't
I was
even live
pitch black
here.
too. It was
It was
night.
pitch dark. I recognized you. I was like, oh my God, like I was in the right place at the right time. It's crazy. It was crazy. Like, I'm still shook that that happened. I was like, wow, what
Too
are the
much fun.
chances? I've never met you in person. We've always just been texting and I see you. So I thought that was really going to be a turning point. We took a video. I still had the video with me. It was like a 30-second
Wait, what?
video.
There was a video?
Yeah, I remember you're in it because he was like, "Oh, I can't choose between you and your sister," blah blah blah. And I'm
Oh,
like, "You don't
this
even
was
know Kendra."
briefly touched on
Yeah,
in episode 1.
yeah, hot
Mm.
mess. Anyways, so I saw him that time. And then I also saw him a second time at Taco Fest with another girl.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So both the times I saw him were in passing and by chance. We've never ever hung out, just always texting. So, anyways, the one time we were supposed to hang out, I was working at the airport at the time, like Kendra was with her guy, and he said that he wanted to hang out. I think he said I could come over or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Yeah, we could chill, whatever." So I asked him what he wanted to eat because again, I'm that caring person, want to make sure he has his food or whatever, making sure I'm making a good impression. I didn't cook though, but since I worked at a restaurant, he said he wanted like chicken strips or something. So got him the chicken strips. I
Oh my
hate,
God, I didn't remember all this.
yeah, I got
Wow.
food for him and they were cold as hell by the time I got home.
Oh my gosh.
But I still ate them. But yeah, so I hate getting dressed at work, but I was willing to do the most for this guy. I was willing to do the most. So I'm like, you know what? I'll
I
get
mean,
dressed at
getting
work.
dressed at work is not the most.
When you work at a restaurant, you smell like fries and chicken.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's doing the most because I would like to get freshened up at home, but it's like
Yeah.
I had to just take off my uniform, get dressed in the bathroom. It was a mess. Like that's just not my
That's what I
style.
did too.
Yeah, so I'm just basically saying I was willing to do that for him, even though I feel like that wasn't really my style. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go to his house, texting him nonstop, no answer. I'm sending pictures of the food, no answer. Not pictures of the food. Oh no. I'm like, look, I got you food, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I want to say maybe a few minutes later, I get a text message saying, oh, hey, sorry. My mom actually came over and she made me soup. So I'm not able to hang out anymore. Ugh.
Mm.
If he really thought that I would believe that, it's just ridiculous. So you're making some damn
I mean, maybe
excuse.
it happened.
I know maybe he was a mama's boy and his mom did make him soup, but
Yeah.
to me, I wouldn't tell a girl that. I would say, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I had to postpone." Like, don't be saying your mom made you soup. So
Yeah.
after that, I was just so not turned off, but I
Yeah,
was
because you
just
still responded to his
yeah,
messages.
I
So you
still
weren't
responded to
that
his
turned off.
message, but I was just going, ugh, seriously, like this is the excuse you had to come with. But anyways, I let it slide. I even told him I literally got you food and you're here like flopping on me. I even said that in the message. I sent him photos of the food again. I'm like, look, now the food's cold, like
He
it's
doesn't
like
care. He
dry as
already got
hell.
sleep from his mom.
Yeah. He did not care. But anyway, so after that, I was kind of depressed. I had to make up some story too because I was going off about how, oh, I'm going to see this guy. Oh, he's so cute. He's so nice. Love the conversation with him. Like all that stuff. I'm telling everyone at work. They're like, oh, have fun on the date. Have fun on the date. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
here
just so
sitting out.
embarrassing.
I'm sitting curbside waiting for the bus now to go home because I got
Stop.
fed up. So the
Stop.
next day, I made up some story. I think I said something about, oh, you know what? He turned out to I don't know. I made up some lie saying that he turned out to not be a good guy or something like that.
Oh.
But really, it was I just got stood up and I was embarrassed. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it happens to the best of us.
again to this day, like I would still message him. If he messaged me, I would still answer. I just
Yeah.
really had hope with him. I feel like because I felt like I could change him, which is why like that's never a good thing. I was like, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I
It's
can
like an
make him want a
assignment, a pet
relationship.
project, mom always says. We have
Yeah,
too
our
many
mom says
pet
we always have
projects.
pet projects and we're like obsessed with fixing people, which
Or not
trying to
fixing,
work
like you
on.
just try, like you just see the
Not fixing.
potential.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're
Yeah.
obsessed with fixing people, but it's we see the potential. Like we see where they could go and we want to help them get there. So not really
Yeah.
fixing.
It's
But
just if you're with someone and they're kind of like, oh, like I'm not where I want to be, then you're just like, oh, like it's fine. Like we can
mhm.
work on that together.
Yeah, but
And
I just say it just never ends well.
yeah.
So that was my experience. Again, to this day, if he messaged me, I'd probably still answer. But that just brings me to the question, why? Why do we do that?
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I think the person I'm referring to has
Mhm.
forgotten about me at this point.
I would mine hasn't.
Like,
And the thing is, he's looking at all my stories too. To this day, he's looking at my stories, all that stuff. Every time he's skimming, scanning, doesn't like the
yeah,
photos though. Doesn't like the
yeah.
photos, but he's looking at my story. Why are you still paying attention to my life and you're not answering me? I just want to know.
I
It's so
mean,
annoying. Ugh,
they
I
just want to
can't.
make sure they're keeping tabs. They're keeping tabs. But
Keeping
yeah,
tabs on
at
what?
least your person is doing that. I don't think my person even looks at my stories. Like, I don't even really look at my stories like that to see who's looking.
Yeah.
But I know the last couple times I've looked, I don't even know if maybe he has me muted.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just wish again, like, yeah, I just wish he would give me at least the opportunity to talk and just be friends, just chill vibes. Again, now I'm getting like you where I'm saying be friends,
Yeah.
but I feel like with this
Sad.
guy, I was willing to just have him in any sort of way, like whether it was in a
Yeah,
relationship
exactly.
or friendship. So I think that's why we're just dying to just have them in our life in some way, which sounds kind of crazy.
I feel like though the reason that we're still dying to have them in our life is because we don't really have anybody else. If we had
Yeah,
someone like these people, we wouldn't even care about. But because over the
that's
years we
true.
never really had someone solid, where it's like this is my
Yeah,
person, this is my
I'm holding
partner.
on to the
We're just
past.
holding on to someone that we see potential in because we don't have anyone.
Yeah,
So
but I
it's
just
hard to
really feel
meet,
like it could have worked.
and it's really, it's really hard. You sound like Kim Kardashian there for some reason. It's really hard to meet people too. So that's why I find some people really latch on to people that they already know or like people that had a
Hmm.
history with because it's rough out here. Like
Yeah, I just say I'm gonna be single forever. It's so depressing.
yeah, I've come to terms with that. So yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I want to know for anyone else who's listening, let us know if you've had that MPI guy, the minimal possible investment guy. I want to hear other people's stories because I feel like, of course, they're not the only ones, but I want to hear some
Yeah,
interesting
or just
stories.
minimal possible investment person in general. Like we want to hear everyone's
Yeah, a person
perspective.
in
So
general. Yeah.
yeah, just let us know if
Hmm.
you've experienced this traumatic situation.
Yeah, I feel like even with friendships too,
Yeah, you do have like the minimal possible investment
where
friends.
you're just putting in so much work to see
I've had a
them,
lot of
and
that.
yeah, and you're just not getting any, not that you have to get anything in return, but
But just the energy is just not reciprocated. It's like you
mm-hmm.
value the friendship more than they value it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not even MPI guy. Minimal possible investment
Anything.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
So minimal possible investment person. MPIT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
MPIT. Let's
Are
do
we
that.
creating a new term now?
Yeah. Gotta be, yeah, gotta give all the perspective, show all the perspectives for sure. So
Yeah, exactly. So let us know. I also wanted to maybe share a hot mess tip of the week because we always refer to each other as, or just us in general, as being a
hmm,
hot mess.
yeah, I feel like
We
that's
just
our
have a messy
term.
life. Everything is just a mess.
Hmm.
So, in this episode, my hot tip of the week or hot mess tip of the week would be to let go of that minimal possible investment person in your life.
Well, I think you need to follow that advice.
I know I'm saying it as a tip of the week so that maybe I'll listen to it, but I honestly just messaged this person like a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah, this
I'm
is
already
why
at a bad start.
this is why we're single. That's just all I have to say. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm giving myself a couple years. A couple, not even a couple years. That's too much. Oh my God. Maybe like 2, 3 years.
Yeah, we can't put a time on it. I feel like
Yeah,
we
just
just
can't put a
we
time
just
on
need to
it.
just let it
But
flow
you see,
now.
I didn't put a time on it when I was younger. And now look, I'm like 26 and I'm just like, okay, wow, I should have put a time on it.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
yeah, we need to set some goals here.
Yeah,
Relationship goals.
it's the hot girl summer, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, hot girl summer, but restrictions are not allowing me to be like that hot.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's true.
it's like I'm at friggin' patio
And you
in
have
my own
mask on.
section with
Yeah.
screens. Like no one's coming to get me a drink at the bar. Like it's not the same vibes.
At all. So can't even see people because you have your mask on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so sad. I don't know
We're
what
just
to
hopeless
do.
romantics, guys, which is why we just created this podcast so that we can vent. So thank you for listening to us. Thank you for, in a way, just allowing us to kind of spill this verbal vomit, I guess.
Yes, if you made it this far, we appreciate you and thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. So until next time, if you guys are listening on Spotify or whatever, I hope we have this on Apple Music as well. If you're listening, please share, spread the word about the Hot Boy Stutter podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and like.
Yes, we need to get those subscribers up.
Yes, we really do need to get those subscribers up. So
Yeah,
please do us a solid.
yep. So I say until next time.
Bye, everyone.